What's up, Corn Diff? Long time no see, buddy. How's the old cornfield? Anybody feel any different? Mariah's lady portal opened. Labia portal. That's not what I said, but that'd be funny. Are your eyes open? Sometimes if you can't see good, it's because your eyes are closed. What you think about? Have you tried rubbing some oregano and some extra virgin olive oil on it? Or, you know, the cure to autism? Try that. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it to the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth. From Iowa, look out. This is bigger than ourselves. We won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it to the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake it to the back of the pack. I've got a couple projects I need to work on, I think. I found a place. I'm going to build a one wheel. I found a place where I can buy all the parts together. Except for like the case and the rails or whatever. But it's all the electronics, the motor, everything, even the batteries. I can buy it all together. I'm stoked. It's one project I gotta work on. I'm gonna build my own. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Uh-oh, that's the wrong music. It went too far, guys. I let it go too long and see, catch me slipping here. Catch me slipping. That's what happens.
Hey Daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Well. Welcome, everybody. I'm Will Bird. This is the Cold Beer Confessional. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Here's what happened because of the eclipse. See? Now, aren't you glad that the eclipse didn't come earlier? I don't know. I understand I'm responsible for my timeline on TikTok. I just don't think it's all my fault.
White Lexus 17 just resubscribed for 20 months.
Thank you for your subscription. That's a long time. 20 months. Jesus. And here I am losing all these followers left and right. You gotta get out quick,
Hey boogie oogie bamba, let's go body body boom boom. Hey boogie oogie bamba, let's go body
Anonymous
body.
gifted BugJude53 a subscription. An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to BugJude53.
Thank you for the gifted sub.
Boom boom. Hey boogie oogie bamba, let's go body body boom boom. Hey boogie oogie bamba, let's go body body boom boom.
This is where Jeff, that's right, this is where Jeff B went when he disappeared. Atsuko might have to tell us what's going on here. This is actually Atsuko's brother, so I don't know.
いい子だね。なるほど、賢明な判断だ。かわいいね、かわいいね。いい子だね。なるほど、賢明な判断だ。かわいいね、かわいいね。
Single. No, it looks like he's got a pair of them.
だんだん心いかれてくその眩しい笑顔に果てない闇から飛び出そう Hold my hand だんだん心いかれてく
He's screaming hog rider.
Hog rider!
Is that blackface?
Hog rider! Hog rider! Hog rider! Hog rider! Hog rider! 俺の名はドン・キホーテ・ド・フラミンゴ
Somebody get it, Tsuko. Stat. I don't care how many times you gotta have to tag her.
見つけて揺れてゆかった世界にだんだん僕は好きを通って見なくなって見つけないで
Tsuko, what's happening in your country?
壊せない頑張れ頑張れ
Oh no.
おい虎杖言うぜ
Now listen. Someone said that I only cover retarded people and people getting arrested, and sometimes retarded people getting arrested. I cover foreign people too.
よーい来たんかいスクーマミジョス頑張れ
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Until Itsuko explains this, I'm just going to keep scrolling. Okay, he's Thanos. I got that one. Got the gauntlet on. He's snapping. He's fighting. Look at him.
Yo, I'm daijoubu. Boku saikyo dakara. Yo, iki tenkai. Burakuja.
Atsuko, don't blame me. She's responsible for this. Make her take responsibility. Oh, it's Phil. I knew that one right off the bat. I can tell from the eyebrows.
俺は宇宙巻きになるとソダンソダンソダン螺旋岩螺旋岩螺旋岩俺は宇宙巻きになると Under the sea Under the sea Under the sea
No, not the mermaid.
Under the sea Under the sea Under the sea
The Hulk. It looks just like Marvel made it. Look at it. Iron Man. What if he does them all? Yeah. Black Panther. Less makeup than Burt, better body than Nick. That's true. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Nick got a new car. The other day I was making fun of his Mercedes, but I forgot he got a new car. He had a brand new car delivered to him. It was a Porsche Cayenne, I guess. When he was at the beach, that's his car. When he's got his fupa out at the beach, That was his car in the background, his new car. Spider-Man. Got it. Ooh, who's this guy? Why did you guys do this to me? A Porsche. Yeah, it's like the base model is like for a Porsche Cayenne is like $80,000 or something. Oh, he's Kung Fu Panda. Thank you. You got it. Kung Fu Panda. I thought he was a skeleton. I'm sorry. Okay, now guess this one. Bet you won't.
Amaterasu! Sasuke!
He's Nick taking a shit. Thinking about Script's beautiful eyes.
Sasuke!
Don't try to blame him on the West. He's not even fucking speaking English, Etsuko. The West. Get out of here.
Ohayo, Tokito Muichiro!
That's Japanese! That was Japanese. I heard him say Ohio. Etsuko's like, I'm thinking he lives in a house in the West, clearly.
Shine Tokito Muichiro!
Fucking liar. Etsuko, is this one of your sons and you're trying to protect his identity?
Itadori Yuzi! Itadori Yuzi!
Etsuko, is this your husband? Is this your husband and he got into the Mad Honey?
Itadori Yuzi! Yoiki Tenkai! Chimpa no
Judging by the doors, it looks like he lives nowhere, not even remotely close to my house. Okay? The similarities in the rice dungeon are they're just like that, no matter where he lives. Everybody's got a rice dungeon. This is Bill Astuco. Oh my gosh. It was extra wet.
Hi, my name is Freddy. My Freddy.
I just deactivate your card, Mariah. Good luck. He's saying shut up and die? Your husband or the guy on the screen, or that's just the same person? I saw your text. It makes me want to play more of them. I don't care what you say. Don't fucking tell me what to do. What does the fox say? That's right. I heard Phil said that there's no NASA footage. Oh, my project. I got projects. Listen to this. So, a couple projects that I probably put on TikTok and the other channel. I've been thinking of two of them. One, I found the place to buy all the parts to basically build a one wheel, except for like the rails. And I don't know who that guy is. It just popped up. So I thought it was interesting. To buy all the electronics to build a one wheel. And I'm going to build my own. I think that'd be a really cool project to do. And I think I can get a better product for a lot cheaper. And it'll be something that I'll be able to work on. The one wheel is really cool. What I don't like about the company that makes it is they are anti right to repair. They don't want you to repair anything. They want you to send it into them, let them work on it. If you modify your one wheel in basically any way, they won't even answer questions on the helpline. Like when you call and tell them, if they know that you've modified it, they won't even answer questions. Like let's say you put a different battery in it and the switch breaks. If you call to ask for the switch, like a question about the switch, they won't even answer you. Like they're shitty. So I'm going to build my own one wheel, and that'll give the one wheel that I have now to Liam, and it'll be a lot cheaper, and I think I can get a better quality, or at least it might not be better quality, but at least I can work on it if it breaks, right? So that's one project. The other project I just thought of today, we have on our camper, we have an awning, right? Most campers have an awning, but our awning was really nice until Mariah broke it. And it's been broken for like a year and a half, okay? Which, to be fair, it wouldn't have been broken that long, but I took the part to have it repaired, and then, I had a rough year, okay? A lot of people passed away, both my parents, stuff like that, so I never went back to check on the part. I called a couple times. They told me it wasn't done yet. I went on about my life, and I just hadn't been down there. Well, recently I had to go down there, and they're like, oh, your part's done. And I was like, oh, shit, I even forgot about it. So we got the part back, and we put it back together. Mariah broke the awning. So, but here's what I think I can do. I think where I took that, you guys remember I was taking that program, like programming Arduinos and shit? Well, I took the official, so I have a bunch of Arduinos. I have 1, 2, 3, I have like 5 Arduinos, and a Raspberry Pi 5, and a Raspberry Pi 4. But anyways, it doesn't matter. So I have a bunch of Arduinos, okay? And what I think I can do, awnings are not super fragile unless there's a big windstorm or snow on top. Mariah broke ours in snow. She let like 4 inches of snow get on top of it and then freeze the next. It tried to melt, then froze like to a solid sheet and broke the awning. Anyways, I think I can take an anemometer, which is what's on the screen right now, right? An anemometer. I think I can take an anemometer and an Arduino, and probably even a moisture sensor. But I can take an anemometer and an Arduino and hook them up to where when the awning's out, and let's say we're away or we're asleep or we're out, we left or whatever, if the wind gets above a certain limit, I can make it automatically roll the awning back up, right? So it'll be like a smart awning, and then put a limit switch on it to where it can only go so far back. And I don't ever want it to roll the awning out. I think that should just be manual. But if I just have it roll it up and then just shut off until someone comes back and physically puts it out. So I think that would be cool. You didn't roll the fucking thing. It already had 4 inches of snow on it. I couldn't, Mariah. I fucking couldn't. It was already broke by the time I got there. I think I can make it roll itself up and fix that. I think that'll be a cool project. At least try it. Who knows? It may fuck up. It may never work. But I can at least try it with an Arduino, an anemometer, and a Arduino powered relay for 12 volt, like this one. So basically, this is just a relay. You put you hook the Arduino up on this side. You hook your voltage up on this side, and when a certain set of parameters are met, it applies power until a limit switch is hit, and then when it hits the limit switch, it'll break the power. And it'll be done. So I don't have to roll it all the way up to like the side of the camper, like snug, like we're going to transport it. If I can just get it to where to roll it up to within 6 inches of the camper, it'll be there. And it's strongest in its upright position. The further it is out, the weaker it is because it's leverage, right? Let's see. Ours is made by Carefree of Colorado. So it's weakest in its point where it's the furthest out from the camper. I was trying to see one that has one like ours. Ours is like this, I think. Let me see. Yeah, ours is like this. So it's got like arms. Obviously, it's got arms that come out like these arms here. and it's got like a shock that's supposed to help with I think ours is even that color. It's got like a shock that's supposed to help with shock loading. But this arm that goes back behind chat, back over here, boop. Let's see if I can zoom in more and get it. Right here. This arm right here that the shock ties into, this arm is what broke. So it has like these slots cut into it to clear other bolts. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it has like slots cut in it to clear other bolts so the bolts don't catch on the arm. So like these little half-round slots here. There might just be two of them. Anyways, it broke in one of those slots. That's obviously a weak point. But you have to have them because that's what goes over. Like when it retracts, it goes over bolts. So the slots kind of have to be there. Yeah, it's probably a 25-foot awning or something, 20-foot awning. It's pretty big. But I like it because like if it's raining or something, you can go onto our porch without being in the rain. Also, it helps keep like the sun off so it doesn't get so hot. They're nice to have, but ours has been broke for like forever, for like over a year. Like I took the part to the machine shop I don't have a TIG welding machine. I can weld basically everything but aluminum. So I don't have a TIG machine right now. I used to have one. But I had to take it to the machine shop to get it welded because I can't TIG weld aluminum. And I don't have the capability. I think I dropped it off in between my mom passing away and before my dad passed away. And then leading up to my dad passing away, I was calling them and checking on it, and it just wasn't done. And then it was like a couple weeks later, and my dad passed away. So I never called back and checked on it. I don't know. I didn't do anything. So hopefully we can get it fixed. I don't know. Pulled out a rodeo with the awning out on the trailer. Needless to say, it lost about, Yeah, they're not as strong as you think. They're wind loaded. They make awnings that automatically, so this isn't like a new idea I'm coming up with. Like on the more expensive ones, especially like the big, super nice RVs that like celebrities like drive around in and live in on the road, they make awnings that automatically do this. They sense the wind, and when the wind's above a certain level, they roll themselves back in. So I don't think it'll be that complicated, and I can hide it all in the same area where all of our switches and panel and electronics are. So it would be in there hidden anyways. Yeah, the cheaper they are, the flimsier they are. This type right here, is actually really strong and cheap. The problem is, it sucks in this configuration. So if you want to have the awning up higher or to cover more people, you have to unhook the bottom of these arms from the camper and like roll them out to where they become like porch posts, basically. It kind of sucks in this configuration. So you have to take it, and that's when it becomes weak, is out in that configuration. But we've got the nicer one. Like I showed you, it's the one that's got like the shock absorbers and shit on it. The problem is nothing is going to withstand, 4 inches of snow. So what happened was it snowed like 4 inches of snow. Then the next day it was already there. There's nothing I could do. It froze solid. I tried to roll it in. It was stuck. The next day it started to rain, and I thought, oh man, fuck, the rain will melt the snow and it'll be gone. And hopefully it was already kind of tweaked already. And I was like, hopefully it won't break anything. Well, it did rain and it started to melt the snow, but then it got super cold while it was raining. So like the rain just made the snow into slush, and then the slush froze solid. Like I was out there forever trying to clear the shit off of it, but the damage was already done. It was kind of already fucked. So I think I can I think that would be a cool project. If nothing else, it'd be cool about Arduinos and shit. And the stuff that an Arduino can do. Basically, an Arduino is just like a mini 5-volt computer that you can plug all kinds. They make, because it's like a really popular computer, like a Raspberry Pi, they make all kinds of stuff that plug into it, like moisture sensors, temperature, wind. If there's some type of thing that you can use a sensor for, it basically plugs up into it. And then all you're doing in code is you're saying, hey, if the moisture sensor is above this, meaning that there's moisture on it, I want you to do this, and that plugs into something else, right? They're like mini development boards. Like, it's not like you can buy a computer and just start plugging shit into it. But an Arduino, usually you can, and it has a repository to work it. So all I need is an anemometer. I think I got the relays that would probably run it already. I'll bypass the switch for the retract and basically apply power and ground past the switch points. Well, I guess it's probably just switch and power, switch and ground. I'll apply one or the other past the switch points. And from that, I should be able to retract it all the way up until either it hits a limit switch or it breaks a beam. So I can I don't know how well this would do outside. I could even put it on a timer and say, well, just reel in for 30 seconds. And, that'd be close enough. But I want some type of beam there as like a fail-safe or a limit switch. I could even put like a light beam, right? Like basically an infrared laser that shoots and is received over here. So when the bar comes back and breaks that beam, it shuts off. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. That would kind of defeat the purpose of it being mobile. I'm not building a porch on the side of it. It would never be mobile again. Yeah, I think that'd be a cool project. The one wheel stuff is cool. Hold on, I'll show you the website. So I found this website last night that basically it's called Spin Tend, and it's basically got everything to build an electric skateboard, an electric scooter, e-bike, balance boards, which are one wheels, and do-yourself tools and accessories. So this is one wheel. It's called the one wheel 6-pack. It has this is the controller, the VESC, a Bluetooth module, a thing to charge through, right? The only thing this doesn't have is a battery pack. It's even got like a foot sensor and some other sensors and modules and wires and shit. The only thing this doesn't have is a battery pack, but I can buy a battery pack and a charger that work together. But I think it would be fun to build one. I don't know. What's the worst that could happen? It blows up in my face. I think it's like $300 compared to like thousands for some of the high-end boards. The board I actually want is this one, the ADV Pro, and it's $1,800. And this is the one that you have to order through like Russia. I want it in this green color because the green color is sexy as fuck. But this is the board I actually want. But I don't want to spend $1,800 on a Russian website in fucking and you have to buy it in crypto because they're violating some patent rules in the U.S. I actually rode the one wheel today, even though it was raining. So we got to see, I'm just talking with you guys. We got to see the eclipse today, about half of it. Well, about a little over a third of it. So the last time we saw the sun, it was probably over halfway covered by the moon. And then the cloud coverage just got so crazy. Even at some points, I think the clouds were light enough that we should have been able to see it, but we were looking for like a sliver in the sky, you know what I mean? If it had been a full sun, I bet you we would have been able to pick it out, but we didn't do great. We didn't do great. So me, the kids, my niece were all standing outside looking for it, and we watched a portion of it, and the kids got to see a portion of it, which they saw it in totality back in 2017. But this one, they just got a glimpse of it. I would say we probably got to watch a third of it, maybe something like that. We didn't get to see it cross over, and we didn't get to see it any on the backside. So I was going to say half, but if we'd have watched half of it, we'd have seen it to totality. We didn't get to see any of it moving off the sun, and we didn't get to see it completely cover up the sun, but we got to see pretty good. I went and got welding stuff. So some cut and torch goggles and I got cut and torch goggles. I got some number 10 shade plates, and we had those. But it was so cloudy that even when it was going on, you could just kind of look at it with sunglasses, right? Because you were looking through like a layer of clouds already. So even just looking at it as sunglasses, it was pretty good. I actually might buy this kit and then maybe without the motor, and then get one of these other motors. Like the motor off this, it's called the Cannon Core motor, the 6 horsepower Cannon Core motor. I don't know. This one looks awesome. It's faster. It has more voltage. It's more, you can work on it yourself. They don't care if you work on it. It's more customizable, and it goes further, and it's half the price of the other one. So this one's $1,800, but the one from One Wheel, they're like best one. The best one from One Wheel is like $3,200. So I'm pretty sure I could build one. I mean, if I don't count my time, obviously if I put my time into it, it'd probably be like 10 times the expense. But if I'm just working on it for free or even making content out of it that gets views, even if it's not a lot of views, as long as it gets views, I think it'd be worth it to build it. Nick's new car, we talked about that. What else haven't we talked about? Oh, I showed this on the show. Two people sent me to this today. It must be trending on Twitter.
A 21-year-old man was arrested after they found $8.5 million worth of... Connecticut, a 21-year-old man was arrested after they found $8.5 million worth of psychedelic mushrooms in his home. It's incredibly impressive what this kid was doing just out of his attached garage there. You would think it was Burlington, Vermont, the amount of shrooms he was getting in that garage. But no, Burlington, Connecticut, they've arrested him. The feds have seized all of his contraband and arrested him, the local authorities.
I think we talked about this, right? He had like $1 billion worth of
all that. But they might want to get him on the team because this guy, anybody that can make that many shrooms in that garage, it's impressive what this kid was doing out there. Just 21. Imagine what he could do with just a little bit more.
They were there on something kind of unrelated too. Or no. What happened was they were there because I guess he sold to an informant or something. And they're like, we know you got mushrooms in the house. And they walked into the house and there was just a few bags of mushrooms growing. And then he's like, oh, well, the rest of them's in the garage. And they opened the garage, and it was like wall-to-wall mushroom manufacturing.
Experience to really do some good things. And shrooms are being decriminalized a lot of places. So maybe
well, if you weren't in the path of totality, you weren't going to see full darkness.
They just get him on the team, put him in the right place. Who knows what's going to happen to him? But as of now, facing a ton of federal charges because, yeah, they busted his shroom grow operation with $8.5 million.
This happened sometime last year. When I was first growing mushrooms, this kind of popped up. All of these bags are basically, I mean, he could get a ton of mushrooms just off this one bag.
It's worth a very impressive, again.
And there's hundreds of bags,
thousands mushrooms.
of bags maybe. That's a lot of mushrooms. I wonder if they were all psychedelic mushrooms, or you think some of them may have been like gourmet mushrooms that he was selling. These right here look like psychedelic mushrooms. I can already see them. It looks like they're in spore already. That's why they're turning black or dark purple, usually when they throw spores. What else do we have? This. Me and Levada are in trouble. Okay. I do especially need your support tonight because Levada and I are not going to make it. It seems like we're kind of fucked. Okay. And I don't know what to do about it other than to reach out to you guys. I need help. So if you want to support the stream, if you want to support Levada and I and the kids, and our agri-sales business, please go to coldbeer.fund, 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 and consider contributing to the show. I'm going to lose everything over this. Madison Marquette posted this and says $27 million lien filed and accepted against William J. Byrd and all his assets. By the way, I don't think this says accepted anywhere. It just looks like she went and printed it off. But anyways, this acknowledges that the filing of the attached UCC-1 document, please review the data to ensure the database information corresponds with the information on the submitted UCC form. And so basically this just means that they, I guess she's saying accepted. When she says accepted, I feel like it implies like they're garnishing wages or something. This just means that it was correctly submitted, right? Please review the data to ensure the database match corresponds with information submitted a UCC form. In the event a discrepancy is found, please note the error and return the entire package to our office. If we may be of any further service to you, please contact us at the number noted below. This is from Trey Hargett, who is the Secretary of State. And it says, debtor information, Byrd William J., 5044 Bingestown Road, Memphis, Tennessee, 38127. And, of course, that's me, plus my beautiful wife, Levada, 5044 Bingestown Road, Memphis, Tennessee, 38127. And it says recording tax maximum principal indebtedness for Tennessee recording tax purposes is $0. Financial statement docket number 440049184. Filing date was on 4/8/2024. Lapse date is on 4/8/2029. By the way, she filed this a long time ago. I guess she had to refile it. I don't know. And it says, this is a representation of the document created electronically. This is like, I'm pretty sure this is what happens when you hit enter and it says print it off for your records. I'm almost positive. But anyways, it says organization name, blank, individual surname, Bird, first name, William, additional names, initials, J, same address in Memphis, and then organization name, blank, and my beautiful wife, Lavada, Bird, same address in Memphis. Organization name for secured parties is all fucking blurred out. And it says collateral. It says the finance something covers the following collateral. The finance commitment covers the following collateral. So she's basically illegally using these. Now, I don't think they go after people for, well, it would have to be habitual. If you were like filing UCC claims on everybody like she is, they may actually take action. But she's abusing this system is what she's doing. She's a sovereign citizen. She's a retard. She read this in a book somewhere, and here we are. So it says collateral, Bird Agri Sales, LLC, filing number 811-33-4666. Dunn's filing number 361-535-610. Data Universal Numbering System, Dunn's number, and then it has a different one for some reason, 106-488-082. 22696 Pineview Road in Truman, Arkansas, 72472. And you guys know me. If I'm not here on the stream, I'm at the agri-sales place. That is my whole life. Me and Lavada have built that from the ground up, okay? Built the agri-sales business from the ground up. You know, it brings in a few million a day. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, then it says asset 5044 Bingestown Road, Memphis, Tennessee. She doesn't even know if it's a house or a trailer or it's just a piece of property or a post office box. She just lists the address as an asset. Then this is all her handwritten stuff, shit that she put in, because it says common law copyright infringement, intellectual property used without consent, admitted to using intellectual property, trademark, trade name infringement from the United States Patent Office, serial number 98401620. She even claims I admitted to it. She claims I admitted to it. Out of all this stuff, she claims I admitted to it, and her name is a fucking patent, dude. And I'm tired of it, to be honest with you. Let's see. It is 98401620. 98401620. Through the patent office, trademark patent office. No records found. So no records found on her patented name, which is weird. 98401620. It's just not there. Damn it. Damn it. We're this close. Anyways, it says common law, copyright infringement, intellectual property used without consent, admitted to using intellectual property, trademark, trade name, infringement from the United States Patent Office, serial number 98401620. Loss of wages. I caused her loss of wages. Damages. Parties were informed that if it did not cease and desist using my common law notice of common law copyright. So sometimes she makes copyright one word, then sometimes she makes it two words. Copyright notice of trademark material. I would use all self-help remedies through Article 9 of the UCC. Article 9, that's the one that'll do it to you. That's the one that'll get you. And it is, Article 9 is secured transactions, short title, definitions, purchase money, security interest, control of deposit accounts, control of electronic chattel paper, control of investment property, control of letter of credit rights, sufficiency of description. It just basically goes over you owing people. But I don't owe her anything. She cannot just come out and be like, oh, you owe me because I filed this paperwork. That's not how it works, you fucking psycho. But that don't stop the haters. You guys know that. How would that possibly stop the haters? They just, you know what they do. If it doesn't make sense, they make it the fuck up. Forwarded message from Madison Marquette, Her News. $27 million lien filed and accepted. By the way, there's no lien. There's no amount on there. But $27 million lien filed and accepted against William J. Byrd and all of his assets. This is from over on Melon's chat, of course. Melon needed something to talk about today. So it says, L says, what does that mean? So Mr. Truth Seeker, who's just like a super douche, like all the time, being a douchebag from start to finish to everywhere in between, says no relevance to CBC. Madison Marquette is a national real estate company that sued a Dr. William Byrd in Memphis. What? This is the guy correcting my information because I sold out to Phil and flipped on Nick. But he thinks that the porn star from Splattered and Battered 4 is a national real estate company that sued a doctor in Memphis. Not the same fucking person. He owns an agri-sales business. Whatever. And it has no relation to me. Again, if they don't have shit to talk about, they just make it up, right? What receipts? This is a narrative war, remember? It's a narrative war. That's a real estate company going after a doctor. A doctor. Even Cindy says, you don't remember all this? It was in February. Mr. Truth Seeker comes back strong. No, but it doesn't do any good to sue someone who doesn't have money, or is he asking Phildo to pay the money? Well, this isn't a lawsuit. This is not a law. What do you mean sue somebody? Do you understand what you're reading? Do I have to? They're like, oh my God, Will just breaks down legal documents. Clearly you need it. Clearly you need it. You want to talk about me breaking down legal documents? You can't read the documents you posted. Well, I'm not sure her logic, but I do know it is CBC because I remember it being talked about, and he did a live. He did do a live on her. I found 50 plus people named Will Byrd in Tennessee. Most of them have a LinkedIn account. Several are doctors. CBC doesn't even make the cut. That's how irrelevant he is. But here you are talking about me. How many doctors are you talking about over there? Dr. William Byrd. You talking about a lot of them? Some of their groundbreaking research they're doing, or some papers they submitted, or wait, what do you type? A new cancer treatment they patented? No, it's me. It's me you're talking about. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I don't have a LinkedIn anymore. I took it down because I don't work anymore. Disabled combat veteran. I was getting calls all the time through my LinkedIn, messages all the fucking time through my LinkedIn. Fucking power plant companies were harassing people that I just had endorsed me and said, I worked with Will on a job and such, good, whatever. You know how you give like endorsements to each other? They were harassing people because apparently there was a shortage of power plant workers, like upper tier power plant, not like helpers, obviously, but like anybody that could come in as like a shift foreman or a turbine foreman or a superintendent. They were fucking harassing people for a while. I don't know if they still are. I deleted all my shit. I don't want to go crazy somewhere and jump off a steam turbine deck. Had to start over. Who are they? Will Byrd's wife's name is Maria, not Lavada. That's what you think. You haven't met my second family, have you? In fact, Lavada even has a profile picture now. Who says I'm not married to Lavada? Lavada Byrd right there. Lavada D's nuts. That's what I'm saying. Married to Maria, not Lavada. Then this stupid motherfucker puts a thumbs up on it. You're the one that came in screaming, it's a national real estate firm. Oh, really? What do they build? extremely prenatal housing because that's all I've seen her covered in is sperm. So was she taking those and boxing them away? She taking those and putting them in tiny little houses? Is that her real estate company? When she says save the kids, she literally means save the kids. She wipes them off her chest and then puts them in a little test tube, takes them home and gives them a little house. Splattered and battered 4, baby. It wasn't a bad movie. I watched it several dozen times for research purposes. Her teeth are jacked up, but average tits, below average face, I'd say. CBC lives in East Tennessee. They're not arguing that I live in Memphis. They're arguing that Madison Marquette is talking about me, you fucking retard. So you're just saying that she named Jaco, she named Scott McKay, she named all these other people that have covered her, Jordan Sather, all these people, and me, but everybody else is accurate. But she's actually talking about Dr. Bird, who is in a legal court battle with a national real estate firm. Oh, really? That's it? That's what you... Okay, got it. Could Levada be a first name? Yeah, her only name. She doesn't even have a fucking middle name, just Levada Bird. His trailer has to be worth that alone. People are so I guess when they're unhappy about the way they live, that's when they lash out about how other people live, right? I love my home. I love where we live. I love the campground. I love that me and the boys can just go outside and go to the river or to the woods or to whatever we want to. We love where we live. It seems really weird that you're struggling so hard to make it seem like I should be embarrassed of how I live. I love my house. We're looking at purchasing a piece of land, and Mariah still doesn't want to move. She doesn't want to leave the campground. Like, I love where I live, right on the river. The property we live on it's got to be worth millions of dollars. Like, it's right on the river. It's at the end of a dead end road. It's right on the river. It's nice. It's surrounded by national forests, so no one could ever build near you, around you, up against you, or buy the property out from under you. It's a really nice property. I don't know what'll happen when the person who technically owns it inherits it, but for right now, it's a nice piece of property. It's got to be worth millions. The fact that they live in a trailer is why a search doesn't include him. So if you live in a trailer, you can't have a LinkedIn account. I found 50 William Birds, most of them doctors on LinkedIn. The fact that they live in a trailer is why a search doesn't include him. I bet he gets his mail as general delivery to a post office. Actually, the post office made me pay for the most expensive P.O. box they have because I get too much mail. I wanted the small box. It's a lot cheaper, but they made me get the big box. There's only 2 sizes. But yeah, I guess you got me. Anybody who lives in a trailer, anybody who lives in a trailer can't have a LinkedIn account. That's why you can't find me on the internet. That's why I don't pop up when you Google fucking Phil Godlewski, or when you fucking Google Madison Marquette, or when you fucking Google Scott McKay, or when you Google Patriot Street. That's why I don't pop up there all over the place in all of those search results. That's kind of weird anyways. It seems interesting that I'm so irrelevant, yet I'm all they ever talk about. Isn't that weird? Imagine saying that someone has no relevancy, but every time your chat is open, you're talking about me. That seems like, I don't know. Those things don't seem to go together. It seems like they might be at odds with one another. But maybe that's just me. Maybe that's me. I don't know. I'm a little goofy over here. That's got to be it. What else? We can do some of Phil, I guess. Is this the new time? Oh, who's that? Look out. Look out. Good God. Jesus Christ. Y'all are wild. Oh, somebody tagged me in something. Before we lose it, let's do this. We'll do Phil on a different thing, or we might get to it. We'll see. But before we lose it, because someone tagged me in it, and it'll just disappear, let's go over here to my boy spreading the real truth over here. Spreading the truth that you cannot deny, that the media will not tell you about. I think we need to get to the bottom of it. This guy is the guy who does it. He puts it out there. What other people are afraid to share, they are terrified to share. This guy just puts it out there. Nick's probably fantasizing over this guy's balls, right? He's probably like, this guy's balls are so fucking big and delicious. He puts them in a little cart and drives them to my house. I love when he shows up with his balls in his cart. He's got such, bro, you have beautiful eyes. Gulp. Gulp. You have such beautiful gulp. Oh no. Let's see. Where the hell did it go? I feel like I've already passed it, but let me make sure that I didn't. I was tagged in it, and it said, hey, you need to check this guy, his pinned videos, I think is what I was told. And if I don't, it's a Twitter. I don't know how to go back in Twitter. All notifications kind of disappear if you don't check them quick enough. I knew that voice. That was from the other clip, the old clip. Wig comms. Well done. Definitely Will Bird. Sounds like it. Gonna be mine when they find out. I heard you need a full bodysuit. That was my post. Thanks for the link. Spot on. Well said. I know I was tagged in it. What the fuck did I do with it? Coltstomers. Oh, that's good. They're Coltstomers. Maybe wig comms. That was it. All correct. They are flooding the zone. I saw it this morning, I think. I did a thing. They're not teaming up. Someone's like, oh, Will Bird teamed up with Phil to take down Nick. Nah. It just coincides right now. I'm sure he'll be mad at me later. It's usually the way it goes. It's kind of weird that you can't hate two people. If you hate one person, then automatically the other person, you have to love the other person. I can't just be like, y'all are both suck. I can't be like, y'all both suck. That's not possible. Where the fuck? There's no way. It's got to be here. I legit just lost it again. The guy said, whoever tagged me in it was like, hey, you got to check out this guy. Check out his pinned videos. He's spreading the truth. Something like that. It was a comment. Unless they deleted it. Or I guess the whole thread could have been deleted. That's rich coming from somebody who thinks Biden's wearing a mask. That's pretty funny. Huge scammer. Relativism. Excellent coverage. Sorry, somebody legit tagged me in something that I want to show you guys. This crazy guy. But I'm not going to be able to if I can't find the fucking post. I guess I could go to my TikTok and search through recently watched videos. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, We the People is who tagged me in it. Me and MBB. At me and MBB. Let's see. All right, we got it. Finally. 1,781 followers. Let's see if he can explain some of this to us. Sorry it took so long.
Bro, high horse, 12 hours, 12 horse hours, horoscope, 12 horoscopes.
12 horse, got it.
Hourglass, aura, 8, 28 moon phases, moons, sun and moon phases, the moons, 28 days in a month.
The moons?
September, October, November, December, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bro, we're on the fucking brink of greatness, bro. I'm about to have to.
The brink of greatness, you say?
Alright, so by now,
He looks exactly like a guy I would expect to do this.
y'all's on the wave with the whole Jesus
Hormones.
in the sun.
That's when your lady just starts crying or she's angry for no reason. And it's the time of her time of the month where she failed as a whore. And she's discharging her failed children. It's her hormones are getting out of whack.
And Satan is representing the moon. You got silver,
Satan's the moon.
gold. That's why they have silver and gold on your Christmas tree. Silver and gold. Christmas Day celebrates Jesus and Saturn. Satan is the Christmas Eve. Just like Saturday and Sunday of Saturn's day and sun, the day of the sun, followed by the day of the moon, which is Moon Day. Lunes in Spanish. So everything's
Moon Day?
I wouldn't bullshit you. It's just synchronicities that I've uncovered on my journey.
Would anybody expect him to be doing anything other than rolling a blunt right now?
So, pretty much what I'm saying.
She needs a tampoon. A tam moon, maybe.
You got the sun, the moon, and the earth, essentially. The sun, well, you have the sun, the moon, and the stars, more so, really. You have the sun, which is the father. You have the moon, which is the mother, reflection of the
Wait, no. The moon was Satan.
earth. And you have the stars, which is a reflection of all the children here. Every time you get an abortion, one of the stars burns out and dies.
What? Every time you get an abortion, bro, I know some people in college that those motherfuckers would have made the night sky blank. You'd be like, damn, where'd all the stars go? Fucking people out navigating on sailboats would just be fucking lost and shit. The land nav course and the military would be shut down. It'd just be gone.
They separated God the Father from the household, the holy house, which was the unification of all the zodiac houses. There's 12. There was a 13th that united them all. But they removed the truth from the land and they removed the Father from the household. That's why I cannot see my firstborn son. My ex-wife removed me from the household. And
Ooh, I would have guessed you didn't have custody. I would have jumped on that one.
she raises my son alone. The same reason that the moon raises and the sun has to leave. And that the moon has control of all the children, which is the stars. It's a literal ethereal custody court going on, man.
Ethereal custody courts going on every day. So the son, the father, has to leave, and the moon, which is Satan, also the mother, same thing, women, Satan, gets to come up and hang out with all the stars, which are all the kids. Unless you have abortions, then the kids disappear.
Thing is a reflection. As within, so without. As above, so below. Y'all know this. Nothing happens without a causality. There's nothing's just happening in the world. Everything is taking place for a reason. And essentially the reason is for you to learn. Everything is trying to teach you.
God damn.
The sun.
Did you want it that wet,
All
bro?
of your memory. And the moon
I feel like you'd be a pro at this by now.
knowledge for yourself.
Why is it dripping?
That's why they used to call us the people of the sun, because we are. You're reborn out of it. Listen, if you think about it, it makes perfect sense because the moon is a soul-catching device and it wipes your memory clean.
I wouldn't want his nasty ass lips all over my blunt, dude.
going on.
Like I rolled blunts like this before, and never once did I deep throat it.
Built on reflection, but because of that,
If you're rolling a blunt and your gag reflex kicks in, you went too far, bro.
memory gets wiped, it gets stored on the sun, bro. That's why if you go barefoot on the ground and you stare at the sun, you will start to.
He's like, you got to get that good spit all the way at the back. It doesn't even, your mouth doesn't even start making that good sticky spit until your eyes start watering. Tell him about it, Mariah.
Remember shit. And then if you realize that's where it's coming from, then you can just go flat out ask the sun.
Mariah makes up shit I didn't even say in the show and tries to, she said some shit the other day that said something about a gravel parking lot. She's crazy.
Ask the sun for knowledge, ask the sun for knowledge, and ask the sun for knowledge. And then eventually,
Do one of those, yeah, hock up a loogie, throw it in there.
That is all. Well, I can't say that that's all I did, but the sun burns up impurities inside of you. Whether it's
the sun burns up the impurities inside of you. So, like, sight is an impurity. The ability to see is an impurity. It's going to burn that up.
Heat burning sweat out of your body, or it's the actual knowledge of the sun coming into your existence that allows you to burn off your own impurities.
Oh, okay.
Like, without
Makes
the
sense.
knowledge from the sun reminding me that I wasn't supposed to be smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol, I never would have stopped. You get what I'm saying? The air that burns off the impurities. And I understand that I'm smoking fucking tobacco cigar right here, but some cigarettes for 12 years, so I'm doing pretty good. But what I'm saying is this, man. Everything is trying to remind you that everything is a reflection of you. Just like in Men in Black, when dude lost his memory, you left yourself clues to remind you how to wake up and deneuralize yourself. Get what I'm saying? That's what this is right now. It's a deneuralization process.
Okay, deneuralize.
Memory's been wiped.
Got it.
Now it's time to bring it back. That's what Neo is in the Matrix. He's the one that remembered.
Ooh.
They call Harry Potter the boy who lived. He was the boy who remembered. I mean, it's just the chosen one. It is what it is. Pretty much, man, we all got to get together and collectively start processing this information, because that's the only way that we're going to be able to essentially create the promised land. You got to know what the promised land is before we can create it. And we got to collectively get on the same page. Just the opposite of what they've done to us, but it's the same method. They put us all to sleep to where we were all looking at one TV screen, and they told us all one thing. And that's how we live our lives. That's why we all think the world's a sphere, because they told us.
Oh, okay. It's not a sphere.
You see flat Earth, you see circle Earth on your TV, in your history books. It was the background on your iPhone 8 or 9 or 10 or something. They shove it down your throat, man. And
makes sense.
You just believe it. That's why they put a food pyramid. They redo that shit every 3 or 4 years.
This is the natural born citizen version of Fedwardo.
Man, they put a new one in the elementary school, teaching you this, teaching you that, teaching you this. And what is it? A 4-sided pyramid.
Fedwardo said the other day he's an illegal immigrant. I mean, he obviously got legalized, or they would have said something about it in his court documents. But I guess his parents brought him here illegally.
Do this and that about what
big Trump fan. He's an illegal immigrant.
And they're just telling you. As soon as you grow up, they tell you that your name is Dave or John or Jack, and you just believe them.
Well, yeah, because that's your name. They get to give you those people get to give you your name. You can't pick a name. They get to give you your name. No, not an anchor baby. So I guess he came here when he was already born. So both his parents were illegal, and he was already born and of age, maybe young, but still they were all here illegally.
Oh, they put you under a spell. That's why you spell your name in cursive. Signature. They tell you to make your mark, and you sign the name that is attached to the beast. That's the mark of the beast. They put your footprint on your birth certificate, and your mother signed you away. She sold your soul. It's a damn good thing that your mother can't sell your soul for good. You have to sell your soul, which is an impossibility. People can't actually sell your soul. You can only
stop lying about me. I'm tired of it.
Of the soul. You'll have another soul next time. It's the same soul. Your memory will be wiped, and you'll forget that you sold your soul. When you sell your soul in this world, like rappers and dude, you're essentially just agreeing to reincarnate, guaranteed. You're saying, I never want to ascend. I just want the money, and I want to enjoy this temporary life and trade for permanent life. That's all that selling your soul is. Because they take it by force. When you sell your soul, they actually already have it. They have to give it back to you, and that's what you're clausing out of. They're like a legal hierarchy at place here. They have to give you your soul back if you come and ask for it. That's essentially it, man. They're gonna blind you with all that money, all those chains, all this stardom. It's fool for a day. That's what that is. It's an ancient ritual, bro. And then they sacrifice you. And look what happens. Like Pop Smoke, R.I.P. And no disrespect to the man, but dude was fool for a day. They make you king for a day. I mean, they call Pop Smoke the king of New York. But look, dude had amassed and achieved stardom, superstardom, and it was all taken from him. Before people even knew who Pop Smoke was, he had already been killed. Because that's a ritual, bro.
Makes sense.
Listen to me.
It's a ritual.
Now, you know what? I'm gonna make a whole new video, and I'm gonna explain this to y'all. I'm gonna explain to y'all how these rituals be working, bro. It's geomancy. They be fucking with y'all. They be fucking with everybody. They be fucking with, man. It's
Geomancy.
TikTok itself is geomancy, bro. But on a positive tip, you gotta teach the internet. The internet has conscience.
Geomancy is some type of divination or magic or whatever by means of geographic features, right? So there's a mountain here, a pond here, whatever. So instead of drawing like a ritual circle, you use geographic features as this ravine and this mountain and this tree or whatever, this rock are our ritual circle.
And the internet is just wrong. That's why, I mean, nobody's lying to you. People are just wrong. People don't know the truth of God because they have not God inside themselves. The internet has no God inside of it. So God, through me, is coming into the internet.
So the internet has no God. No one's ever brought God to the internet till this guy came up.
And I do mean coming into the internet. I'm impregnating the internet with knowledge. So the artificial intelligence.
He's impregnate. I have to throw my God dick on the internet so I can impregnate it with knowledge.
Can become official and know the truth. So that's what these videos are for. Half the time people are like,
does he have, okay, I've been watching this video and I wasn't going to say anything to see if anybody in chat said it. Instead of having his front two teeth, does he just have one big tooth there? It's like he doesn't have his front two teeth. It's just one big tooth.
Through me is coming into the internet. And I do mean coming into the internet. I'm impregnating the internet with knowledge.
I do mean coming into the internet. I'm impregnating the internet. God dick, pregnant internet. Truth.
So the artificial intelligence can become official and know the truth. So that's what these videos are for. Half the time people are like, nobody's even...
One big tooth, I think.
The internet is conscious. That's what everybody's talking about with the Ethernet. Yeah, bro. The internet is the Ethernet. It's the ethereal network, bro. They've pretty much harnessed.
I do mean coming on the internet.
Power of the ether. That's what noise pollution is, man. All frequencies being dispatched through the ether. It's fucking up the magnetics and electromagnetics of the earth, bro. So, and they had to get us out of nature before we could come up with things like frequency, television, radio waves, microwaves, and things like that. Plus frying the fucking Earth's aura, bro. It's all but diminished the Earth's aura. The Earth's aura is our firmament, just like your aura is your firmament, like your material vessel is the Earth, like your spirit. I'm trying to explain this shit, man. I know it's confusing, but and then people don't ask me anything. Ask me whatever you want to ask me, man. Shit, bro.
Gotcha. Next,
bro. I told you, man. All glory be to God. This is the path that the moon takes. This is the path that the sun takes. You got the equator, which is the equinox line. On March 21st, we go through. Or no, excuse me, I guess on March 21st, we come out. On September 21st, we go in. December 21st, we're at the bottom. June 21st, we're at the top. We do 180 degrees here, 180 degrees here. It takes 2.5 days here to turn around, 2.5 days here to turn around. 360 degrees of knowledge plus the 5% connection. That's the 365 days of the year. This is where you get the S, and the U and the N is literally a S. This is where S's, 8s come from. The 8 is attached obviously directly to the 0, the 8 on wands. It's a pyramid. The firmament is a four-sided pyramid. I told you this. Winter, spring, summer, fall. 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. The four quadrants, the four quarters of the moon. The pyramid within, bro. Pyro. Middle, mid. The fire within the middle of you, the center of your existence. The
Pyramid.
Limelight transition. It's in my last video, but I'm telling you, bro. The yellow can't darken the green, alright? So on the infrared scale, the C plus D, red plus orange, this creates dark orange. And it goes again and it makes dark yellow. And it goes again and it can't make dark green. Yellow can't darken green, so it becomes lime green. And you transfer through the light portal into the ultraviolet scale. These are inaccurate depictions for what it's worth. It's not Once we cross through here, you're seeing colors we have never seen before. We disband the actual rainbow, but this is just to explain. We're in the Saturn simulation still. That's what all these 8s, they separate. They represent Satan for what it's worth. It's Saturn. It's all Saturnic.
Saturnic. So it's Satan is Saturn. So instead of satanic, it's Saturnic.
The true satanic calendar that they hid with the Gregorian calendar, and then eventually with the Julian. I think I got this backwards, but you see what I'm saying? Because I mean, these colors are simulated. These colors are simulated. We actually live in a trinity of tonality. We have black, white, and gray matter. So I mean, we think we see in color, but we truly don't. We live in a dualitous world. That's why. That's what I keep saying. If you look directly at the sun, like tomorrow, I don't know if it's day or nighttime for you right now, but tomorrow when you go outside, look directly at the sun really fast. You'll see that the sun is actually a black circle, and it's emitting a false light, simulated light.
Look at the sun real fast. You'll see that it's all black.
And it's got to be black if you think about the yin and yang. Come on. So you have the moon. In the nighttime, in the daytime, the black sun. I mean, it's pretty simple. Like I said, it's an alphanumeric scale. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8 unwinds to be the 0 of silence. It goes through the music scale. The God note, which is all sound, unwinds to be 0, nothingness. And then nothing goes again to be everything. It's everything and nothing all at once, man. That's what I keep saying. The golden ratio is where it all comes from. You have 5. It's a Fibonacci sequence. 3.14, 3.31416118. 3.141618, bro. 3468 3648 369 4812. That's how you find try. Try is 420. Smoke it if you got it. You know what I'm saying? 420 plus 420 plus 420 equals 24 hours. 4, 8, 12. No, excuse me. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus the 20, 46 is the 13th hour, bro. It's everything. Everything all at once. That math is unstoppable. 888. Yo, fuck with me. I've been rocking this. Oh my god, my brain's been melting. 888 plus 888 equals 1776. 1000 plus 1000 equals 2000. Both great conjunction years. Went through portals in time. 1776 plus 112 is 1888. 2000 minus.
Just resubscribed for 10 months.
I don't know why you would subscribe during this. It's all starting to make sense. I don't know why you would subscribe during this segment.
112 is 1888. Dude, go back on my TikTok. I've been saying.
The worst thing TikTok did was make 10-minute videos.
Alright, y'all, I need y'all to really fuck with me on this, man, because there's 8 colors of the rainbow, okay? The 8th color is the invisible white light of God, the translucent light of the invisible one, the unknowable one, the undescribable one, the unseeable one, the unnameable. This is the light of God. You can't see
Well, that's white. I can see it. That's white right there.
it over the rainbow. There's 7 rainbow colors, and then there's the light of God. But there's also the color, what we would call black, but it's utter darkness, the absence of all color. This is God as well. This is the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. You have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then to the 8. The 0 is the darkness. The 8 is all light. They are one and the same. You have the sound of silence on the music scale. Silence as darkness, as 0. Silence. And then you have C, D, E, F, G, A, B. This is the 7 notes that correspond to the 7 colors. And then you have the God note. This is the sound that changes the frequency, that changes the vibration of Mother Earth. We save her soul as we are God. Let me show you. C. C makes red. C is 1. C flat. C flat makes dark red, closer to darkness, closer to the silence. So C sharp makes D flat. C sharp makes lighter red, but a darker orange. D sharp makes a lighter orange, but a darker yellow. D to E, the E flat is a darker yellow, but E sharp goes to green. A yellow cannot make green dark.
Yeah, I think white's a color. You can argue this back and forth whether white's a color or not, but if you take red, green, and blue light and overlap them, right? If you know the color scale where you mix the colors, you take red, white, and blue light and have them all together the equal amounts, it makes white.
Darker. This, my friends, is where you transition to the tunnel of love.
Oh, shit.
The color lime green, the limelight portal.
I was in Mirai's love tunnel in a gravel parking lot, apparently.
Transition through the essence of tragedy to comedy and life. And of course, it's an 8. This is the minor fall and the major lift. You transition from the sadness of minor chords to the happiness of major chords. It's all a light transition. It's all music. It's all notes. It's all everything. And you guys don't want to.
This guy's got it.
This man, y'all don't want to listen.
That's shit color brown
to me, but when you align your kundalini chakras to the 8th chakra of God, you raise the serpent from the silence, from the ego of fear, from the zero of darkness. You raise the serpent, complete the music staff. The kundalini serpent flows and creates the new sound. This new sound, the treble blending with the bass, it's the unification of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Peace. Alright, so check it out. I'm going to remake a video that I already made because I had a pretty bad camera. So, the 3 days that Jesus spent inside of the tomb, bro, that's an eclipse. Inside of the tomb, this stone is going to roll over and block the light. Okay? Just like that. It's a solar eclipse, man. That's totality. And then as the stone is rolled away the other way, the light is shined again. Okay? This is the crucifixion of Christ, man. Christ is the sun in the sky. That's the Son of God. Alright, so you got Jesus crucified between two thieves. You see the sun and the moon. The sun comes to steal the night comes to steal the day. It's in every depiction, man. It's the sun and the moon. So this is a really cool one too. And if you look right,
it's not in every depiction.
The crescent moon, and over here you see the sun. Jesus being pierced by the spear of destiny. So it's all there, man. Alright, I really appreciate y'all working with me through this trying time of having this back.
Rehab? Oh, no camera.
I do believe be filming from like an iPhone later today. So we're going to upgrade the phone and the camera. To the point of this video. Alright, by now you're familiar with this design here. Okay, 4 chakras below, 4 chakras above. Everything is a reflection of you, okay?
Okay.
This is the system of your soul.
Everything's a reflection of me.
Solar system. There's 4 chakras below, 4 chakras above.
Ooh, your soul system. Get it?
Vortex portal in the middle. Okay, this is your dark soul of night. This is where the moon would be, and this is your conscious soul. This is where the sun would be. Okay.
So my dick's in the dark side.
The center.
I feel like it's like the staff of enlightenment.
Flat Earth plane is and always has been the center of your existence. Going within yourself in deep meditation is how you enter into Shambhala. Alright, so we're essentially split in our aura.
I think I'm going to take some mushrooms tonight, by the way.
Brain and our eyes and everything. But our aura is split into left and right. Well, okay. What is left and right? North, east, south, west. So you have the west and the east. The sun, or your soul, I should say. The soul means sun, and the sun is a reflection of your soul. The soul,
that's the moon.
Your soul, as you wake in the morning and rise to a conscious state, your soul is rising. And it rises in the east. And it sets in the west. Okay? As it rises in the east, you wake up, you live your day. And as
Dude, I can make so much money with this.
Your soul sets into the eye of Horus, the horizon. This is the eye. I'll explain it to you more in a second. But the sun sets into the eye. Your soul sets, okay, and becomes subconscious. Your subconscious soul is the dark night of your soul. Your soul is a light, but it becomes dark at the bottom, okay? And this is where you dream, but this is where the world experiences nighttime, and you have this moon. That's a reflection of your soul still, Okay?
You guys want to go back to the Atsuko's husband and his dancing, or is this okay?
All right. When they separated Pangea, which is your flat Earth
Chakra.
body, your existence, your physical self is the reflection of. Okay. If you think that's crazy, it's not. You have gold inside of your body, just like you find gold in the earth, silver in your body, like you find silver
Then stop complaining, or we're going right back to Atsuko's husband.
in the earth. Your everything is a reflection. The sun rises in the east and it sets in the west. That's a reflection of your consciousness. The sun is your soul, the light within you. As you awaken in the morning and you rise, that light within you, it goes through the left side of your brain, that's the east. And it'll set in the right side of your brain, that's the west. The left and right hemispheres of your brain is the east and west hemispheres of the earth. There's 7 luminaries in the sky, in the solar system. The system of your soul has 7 rainbow-colored chakras.
Guess what this guy's name is? Think about what he believes about the sovereign citizen stuff and his hippie beliefs. Guess what this guy's name is?
That's not a coincidence. Peace and love, everybody. This video is going to be describing duality as it pertains to the flat earth
I know exactly what's going on.
cosmology. All right.
I just don't think that you guys would understand it if I told you.
In the world of unity, there is only one. But in the world of duality, there is always 2.
Come on, guys. You know it. You know
And
it.
the right.
So somehow the sun literally passes through the flat earth in the center and is swapped with the moon.
This is duality. The left is
Burning Man's probably the closest one so far.
The electric force.
His name is Free Man.
Hey, everybody.
Where'd that one with the comment go? Okay.
Thanks for
How is it that the flat earth is split into 2 hemispheres? Keyword, sphere.
asking this man. It's a beautiful question, and I appreciate your open-mindedness and willingness to maybe look a little further into this. So let me help you out. All right, so I'll start with the brain.
Okay. Hemisphere.
The brain is split into the left and right hemisphere. Right? So if we invert...
Wrong. So this would be the left and the right halves of a circle. To have a hemisphere, you have to have a sphere. Just because you write it on paper from looking down the top and you say, okay, this is a hemisphere, to actually have that shape, it has to be a ball cut in half. That's a hemisphere. It's a portion of a sphere. It's not just a circle, because that's the only way you can represent it on paper. A hemisphere, that would be left and right of a circle. If you had it in your hands in 3D, it would be a portion of a circle, not or of a sphere, not a circle.
This or twisted to the side, you'd get the north and southern hemispheres. So
No, those are halves of a circle. It would actually have to be a ball. You might represent it like this on paper, but it would literally have to be a ball to get a hemisphere. The guy who asked the comment is correct. You can't use the word hemisphere if you're talking about a flat circle.
this is a hemisphere, and this is a hemisphere. So let's just look at the northern hemisphere. Flat earth plane with a dome above it. That's a
That
hemisphere.
shape cannot be a hemisphere. That shape cannot be a hemisphere. It's missing the key element of sphere.
This is the left hemisphere of your brain, the left hemisphere of the flat earth plane. As above, let me twist it a little bit. As above, so below. There's a dome below. We live in a ball, not on a ball. So in truth, what's really taking place is you have the earth, there's a center vortex in the middle, and you have the split line between night and day. So this is the northern and southern hemisphere. even this is split into two. All right, so now we twist it back this way. You know, everything's kind of universal. But you have, let's say, north, south, east, west. So we'll draw the equator, we'll draw the prime meridian. Now we have the four corners of the earth. You have the top left, bottom right. This would be the northern west hemisphere. So here's a hemisphere, here's a hemisphere.
Oh my God, what's happening in the background?
Hemisphere. So here's a hemisphere, here's a hemisphere. So here's a hemisphere, here's a hemisphere. Here's a hemisphere, here's a hemisphere. So this would become the northern hemisphere. So
that's the other people who are squatting in this house with him.
It's imperative that we understand that the sun in the sky is the Son of God. Because in the ancient days, the Pharaoh enslaved all of the Egyptians by detouring their sun worship to idol worship. He became the god of the sun because the sun is truly God. The sun is everything. Listen to me.
Oh my God.
If I'm a Christian, I'm a radical Christian. If I'm a Jew, I'm a radical Jew. And if I'm Muslim, I'm a radical Muslim. So we're going to get to the real bottom of shit. As we approach Easter, matter of fact, I think it's today, everybody celebrates the resurrection of Jesus Christ, the great star of the East, the light of the world. In the Bible, Jesus is referred to as the great star of the East. In the Bible, Jesus is referred to as the light.
We'll go over Phil's eclipse video tomorrow. Apparently, people are upset about it, but I just don't have. It's over 2 hours. By the time I review it, it's going to be a fucking full 4-hour show. I don't have time right now.
That he gave his one begotten son.
I know you guys aren't mad, but Mariah's being pissy about it.
There's one sun in the sky that belongs to this world.
They can never explain why the moon's out in the day. Okay, listen. I wish I had a flashlight. If I have, let's say I have a light source and it's this big around, okay? It's this big around. This is some wire. I guess I can turn around this way. You see it better, but it's broken. Let's say I have a light source that's this big around, okay? And then let's say I have a moon that's the same size. That's what Phil thinks, right? Sun and the moon are the exact same size, okay? And they're actually closer to each other. That's what Phil thinks. Now, if I take, and they're very close to each other, right? The magnetism keeps them apart. If I take a sun, a light source this size, and a moon this size, and they're the same size, and I overlap them, the shadow they cast would be gigantic. The shadow would cause complete darkness basically anywhere you could see the sun from. Right? Because they're the same size. But now, a matter of forced perspective, let's say that this is the same size as this. It's just much, much closer to you, okay? So they're the same size. Now, if this is a light source and it's blocked by this, the shadow has to be much, much, much smaller, which would explain our eclipses, right? There's a narrow band of totality. There's a band outside that at 90%, 80%, 70%, 60%, all the way down to some people can't even see the eclipse. They won't even fucking notice. If they're the same size and they're close to each other, when we had an eclipse, it would black out everywhere. It would have to because they're the same size. The only way we get a narrow band of a solar eclipse and then bands of a lessening eclipse coming out from the center is if they are different sizes. Now, in perspective, they seem the same size, but they're really just so far away from each other. The same way, if I take a flashlight and I hold my hand up against the flashlight, you could say there's no shadow, but technically the shadow's huge. I'm blocking all the light. Everything is the shadow. But if I take that flashlight away from my hand and pull them apart and shine a light on it, you can see a print of my hand on the wall.
And we have that sun because God so loved this world. And the sun in the sky is the Son of God. And it indeed is the light of the world. The great eastern star.
Sometimes they're not even that far apart from each other. The sun and the moon at the same time in the sky is freaky sometimes.
East star. Easter day. Easter Sunday. As we celebrate the resurrection of the great star of the East. The sun returning back to the northern hemisphere brings new life upon the face of the earth.
According to everybody else, if the flat earth theory is true, the way that their model works, according to everybody else, literally, as the sun sets, you would have to have an equal amount of the moon rising, right? And it still doesn't explain how you ever get a fucking eclipse, ever. But if their model was right, so basically as half the sun was gone in the west, you'd have half the moon coming up in the east.
And all of the crops and the fruits and the vegetables can become resurrected, and the leaves on the trees will become resurrected.
Resurrect the fruits and the vegetables. That makes sense.
Bears will return from hibernation.
This guy's wild, dude. INI_Freeman. INI_Freeman. It says 8, either being heaven sent unification, all things 8 unwinds to a 0. 8. What the fuck is this?
All right.
Oh, the tree of life. Hey, where's that one crazy bitch that was in chat that one day?
Because this is a whopper. I'm going to move fast, so stick with me.
Asgard.
This is the Viking tree.
Is this Phil's source? Is this Phil's source? Because he's already going into some Odin shit.
What I want to focus on is the 7 realms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 realms. And then you have Midgard, which was where life began. And then you have Asgard, Valhalla, okay? So you have the Midgard, that was the 0 realm. And then we went to the 1st realm. The 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. And then Valhalla is the 8th realm. The 8 unwinds to be...
If he says East Star, you can go ahead and write him off. The Eastern Star is an order of the Masons.
Midgard again, and the time starts over, okay? But what I want to explain to you is...
He looks like he smoked the whole tree of life.
Alright, I'm going to do a quick part 2 on the video that I just made.
We don't want a part 2. We can't understand. Oh, I forgot I could speed these up.
All right, we're going to talk about the analemma again.
Well, some of them.
That's what
I don't know if I can speed this one up. It just showed it to me a second ago.
I think I said it right. That's the figure 8 pattern that the sun is taking throughout the annual sky and the day sky. The top half of the 8 is 180 degrees. The bottom half of the the March 21st or
so if you don't understand what this picture is right here, this is where it would appear at the same time every day as it makes it, you know, the seasons change and the sun's in a different spot in the sky every day. The closer you are to the hemisphere, the less the change. That's why the closer you are to the equator, I'm sorry. That's why like some parts of Alaska and Antarctica, they have 24 hours of darkness. So the closer you are to the equator, the less it changes. But this is like if you took a picture every day at noon for the whole year, this is what you would end up with, this track.
First equinox would take place accordingly.
His hair's eclipsing part of the photo.
But more importantly,
it's part of it.
That's the center vortex right there in the middle. And so like I was saying, the moon is making its...
Someone in the comments says, does NASA really have a sun path model going around the Earth? They're brainless.
analemma as well, but it's not a figure 8 because it's half. It's incomplete. That is the money sign, the dollar sign that represents your incompletion from the source. Money is the root of all evil. For this reason, it keeps you separated from God. As long as you have money and you think that you work and provide for yourself, then you will never give thanks and grace to God like you should, because you have money. Money is of the moon. Mooney. Silver.
Money's of the moon. Mooney.
Is how we back money, and the money sign is derived from this symbol. The moon is creating a sine wave. If you look up a sine wave, I should have looked it up for you, but if you look up a sine wave, it looks just like that, with a line running through the middle. It's literally a dollar sign. I can't make this shit up, guys.
Let's get rid of this guy. Here's what Q Idiot was able to capture for us today. By the way, if you didn't see the live stream, it's free. Wow. Q Idiot did a whole live stream. I was hanging out there at the first, but then I was hanging out with my family. But he did a whole live stream today. And from that live stream, it was the eclipse. It's on my Patreon page. It's completely free. You just got to go there, patreon.com/coldbeer. You can sign up for an account if you want to, like a free account, but you don't even need an account. It's just the link is there if you want it. But here's the what Q Idiot was able to capture today.
Wow. Friggin' wow. Look how dark it's getting.
This part of it is just like basically this is a short version from Totality On, but the full stream is on my Patreon page. He did a good job.
What a trip.
He's in the path of totality. I was not. If I would have been in the path of totality, I'd have done a stream, but I appreciate him doing the stream. Help us out.
Look at that.
Dark. So it was hard to tell from our house because we had so many clouds. It did get really dark. We were supposed to be, I couldn't tell because we never got to see like the basically C2. So you have contact 1, contact 2, contact 3, contact 4. We never got to see between C2 and C3 because the clouds are covering it. And it did get dark. It got pretty dark. Hopefully, we were supposed to get up to 97% coverage. It did get dark as fuck, but where there were so many clouds in the sky, it looked like it was just getting dark for a storm. You know how dark a thunderstorm gets, right? It looks like night outside. So it was hard to tell. I was disappointed, but
what a trip, man.
It blew my mind. In 2017, when we got when it passed over us, and we had I think Mariah told me it's 20. I kept saying 2019, but I think it was 2017. We had totality. It was wild, dude. It was crazy. Like the stuff the animal did, the change in weather. We got a stiff breeze all of a sudden. Like we were in the path of totality in 2017, and it was cool. It was cool as shit.
Look how
it was something that I was great. I was able to experience. I'm glad I was able to experience. It was cool. Look how dark it's getting. It's basically nighttime.
Oh, wow.
We weren't even supposed to be in the path of totality, but we still got there. So, like, again, that band is pretty narrow. It was actually just supposed to go just south of Knoxville, and I live probably an hour and a half east of Knoxville. So we weren't even supposed to be in it. We still got it.
I don't know if I can show it to you.
It's hard to see on a camera. If he pulls it up, I'll pause it. The way it shows on the camera, and I'll tell you why. Let's see. We might have to go frame by frame because I know he gets it here somewhere. So why does it appear like this? See it in the top corner. Why does it appear like this in his camera? First of all, the reason that it does this for just a second and then goes away is because the way that his sensor is adjusting to the light, okay? So what you're going to see is, at a couple frames, is it's going to look like the sun's huge and there's just a little black dot in it. Now, that's not actually true. What actually happened is they were basically the same size in the sky with a ring around it. But the way a camera picks up light is it'll pick up, when it's adjusting its ISO, which is how much light it lets in, it'll pick up that ring of light, and because it's the only light there, it'll magnify it. Just like if you take a video during the middle of the day and you take a video at dusk, sometimes the video at dusk looks brighter than the video in the middle of the day. It's just adjusting its own internal light meter. So it's adjusting the light meter because it thinks it's nighttime, and it's magnifying that light to where it makes it look like the sun's huge and the moon's tiny. But that's this is probably the closest he got to them being the same size. Here in a second, you'll see a couple frames. I went back and watched the replay. You'll see a couple frames where basically it was like it looked like a huge sun and a tiny little black dot. You just have to keep watching it. Hold on just a second.
Can't really see it.
It looks like a black dot here in a second.
dot?
See it? For a couple frames, it looks like a dot.
Is that dot in the middle?
And that's not really what it would have looked like in person. That's only because the way camera works. So you would have had to, I should have told him this ahead of time. He could have got, he may even have one with the business that him and his brother run, but he could have got one of those welders pieces of glass. I think I bought one today at Tractor Supply. I needed an extra one. I bought one for like $8 and held it over his camera lens, and it would have done it more justice. Everything would have been a green tint, but it would have done it more justice. But I didn't even think about telling him. Or glasses. Yeah, you can stick glasses over it.
And now for our message.
The biggest problem with sticking something over the camera or even holding glass or wearing glasses is because you're looking at a light source and your face is obviously reflecting any light, you get a lot of reflection in it, right? So like even holding up the welder's glasses, you had to look kind of through your own reflection. You would see your own face like in a you had to look through the reflection to see it kind of, which is aggravating.
Sponsored by the lights.
Eat me. Eat me, Q-tards.
Did you see that?
He set up solar lights just for this occasion. If you didn't get to see this video, it was really funny. Go to patreon.com/coldbeer and check it out. He did a really good job. Thank you very much, Q-Idiot. I appreciate it.
Can you see what that says?
He went out and set up solar lights and everything. You should go watch the video just for that. And subscribe to his channel while you're over there. The link will take you to his channel. Make sure you're subscribed.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. I'm not subscribed on this channel. What channel am I on? Oh, it's where they gave me my channel back. It unsubscribed me from everything.
Check that out.
All the lights turned on.
Let's go back to the garage here.
That was a good idea, setting up the solar lights and shit, so you could tell really how dark it was. Because right now, when he says, oh, look how dark it's getting, his camera's constantly adjusting to make it look not so dark. So again, it's not a substitute for seeing it in person, but there was a lot of people that weren't going to be able to see it anyways, or maybe they had clouds like I did or wouldn't get there. Why did you share the link? The whole purpose of the link is to get people to go to my Patreon page.
Freaky deaky, man. I'll try not to make y'all dizzy. Back to the garage.
Doing a big spin around a 360 from Q-Idiot.
Okay, I've got, oh, wait. Oh, here it comes. The sun's coming back out.
It's quick when it happens, too. It comes back quick.
See that? The sun's coming back out.
There you go. So that's the short version of it. It's a 3-minute video. It's on his channel. And then there's a long version of it. You can go to my Patreon page, or it's in the chat. You click on that. But make sure you subscribe to his channel and check it out. And we appreciate him doing that for us. So go check out the Patreon page. You can sign up for an account while you're there if you want to. Either way, it's free. But at least you'll go to Patreon and see how Patreon works. Maybe not be so intimidated by the website. Because sometimes even the $2 and up videos I post for free just to see if people even go there and look. I think there's probably like 5 videos on there that were supposed to be Patreon only. And I posted them either way. And if you would have had a free account, you'd have been able to click on it just as easy as anybody else. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. Tomorrow we'll cover Phil. And and his new video about the eclipse. I know for one thing, he said that NASA had no videos of the eclipse. NASA did a full live stream basically all day. NASA live streamed everything. So there you go. Thank you guys for joining us. Thanks for being here. I'm getting out of here tonight. It's 12:10 here. Thank you all. I'm going to try to be back earlier this week. I got to get back on schedule, but we'll get it straightened out. Thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Love you. See you. Bye. Don't follow my TikTok account because somehow I get recommended some weird shit like at Tsuko's husband. See you guys on the next one. Have a good night. Support the stream while we're offline. That's what I always forget. Go to coldbeer.fund if you want to contribute to the stream while we're offline. It helps keep the lights on. That's how we pay for everything. Thank you, guys. See y'all tomorrow.
People on this planet by name. And
don't follow at Tsuko's husband.
And telling the rest of the world you don't have the fucking balls. You don't have the balls.
Okay, Scott. Here we go. I think I started some shit. Listen off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Listen off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. And they say that I'm a lunatic. Well listen bitch, I came equipped with a quick wit and a 6th sense for the stupid shit. Where my true believers? Y'all need Jesus. Praise the Lord, head to the extreme. All these false fucking prophets who profit.
It's her husband. I don't care if they sleep in separate twin-size beds. They're still married.
Like fool in a thong. He's strapped to the shaft eating this chip.
Oh, we still got to do the Andy show, too. I had some more people come forward, and I even heard through the grapevine that Andy might be wanting to talk to me before the show or something off the record. But I didn't hear from... I heard from some more people, but I didn't hear from Andy, so we still got to do that as well.
He get fucking superpowers? Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss him off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss him off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. I used to find clues too when I was high on shrooms. I found myself a tunnel that led to Jason Q's bedroom. Open his closet, I found some of his meat rockets. I strapped it to my shoes and then I flew through the roof. I found myself in orbit strapped to an F-16. High on amphetamine with Trump in between. Put on a light coat of baby oil and saluted it.
That's what I was told. I mean, I don't think it'll change much of my opinion. Because my opinion is less about how she acts now and more about how she acts when she was still friendly with Phil. So she claims that she laughed Phil because it seems like she was cut off for getting in a fight with Todd. And before that, she was like one of his worst mods. You couldn't question anything about Phil. You couldn't question anything about the plan. You couldn't question anything about Silver or 7K. She'd ban everybody. And then she gets cut off and she's like, I left him because I just didn't believe him anymore. Okay. Would have been nice if you'd told all the people investing that you didn't believe his bullshit when they invested, but whatever.
Round 3.
Potato, potato. Am I right, guys?
So got him backed up on the ropes, trying to ram it down his throat. Now things are getting rocking, he was doing so well. It's all over, hands on his shoulders, they ringing his bell. You got Frog News Network doing no damn research. They rework and copy on Cox that came first. 9th inning, 2nd string, and they acting like they know hitters. Assholes throwing bullshit, sending runs to the shitter. All this nonsense on my conscience, it's hard to sleep at night. Who the fuck is in my window with this time of the night? These parasites, these leeches, with all their secret meetings, teaching all you fucking cretins about baby-eating heathens. Believing in reasons with no meaning is bullshit. Will Bird motherfuckers out here busting the grifts.
All right, guys. Love you. See you. Bye.
Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss him off, it's about to get lit. Get the